Hello, it's Gill from Happy here. There are several different ways I can make dynamic drop-down lists in Excel. So on this sheet I have a list of names over in column A, and I'd like to apply some data validation in column B, and my list of courses is over here in column G. So the first thing I'm going to do is select my information in column G. In this case, it's G1 down to G4, and I'm actually going to create a table here. I'm going to format it as a table. So on my Home tab, I can click Format as Table. I could choose an option here, whichever one I'd prefer. I tend to go for something relatively subtle and then just click OK. Or you could use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+T. The next step in this is just to select the data. So notice I'm not taking the heading here. I'm just selecting the data, in this case G2 down to G4, and I'm going to name it. So I'm just going to pop over here into the name box and I'm going to type a name. If you know anything about names in Excel, you'll know that you can't use any spaces, no special characters, no punctuation. And once I've typed it in, I just press enter. If I click away, it won't remember my name. Now at this point, I can apply my data validation. So I'm just going to select column B where I want the validation applied, come up here to the data tab, and then over in data tools, I click on validation. Once this dialog box opens up, where it says allow, I can click on the drop down arrow and choose list, and then in the source box I'm just going to type equals courses. And now when I click OK, hopefully I've got my data validation drop down list here that is based on this list over here. But if I expand this list, so I'm just going to add to my table, you can see now my data validation has automatically updated. If you're using 365 though, there is another way you can do it. So I've got a similar layout on this sheet. Again, my names are in column A. I want my courses in column B, and over here in column G, I've got my list of the different courses. So what I'm going to do is in column I, I'm going to type equals unique. So unique's a very useful function in Excel. It's relatively new. It allows you to extract unique items from a range. Open my brackets and I'm just going to highlight column G, but because I only want to look where there is data in column G, I'm going to add a full stop in front of the colon and a full stop after the colon. This basically trims the range so that Excel is only looking where there is actual data. So whenever I press enter, I now get this dynamic array result, which means anything I update in column G will automatically pull through to column I. So now it's just a case of applying my validation. I'm just going to highlight column B. Again on my data tab, go to data tools, click on validation, choose list under the allow drop down. And then in the source box, what I'm going to do is type in equals. I'm going to reference the first cell in this dynamic array over here, which is I1, and then I pop in a hash symbol. And when I say OK, what I now get is my data validation applied in a normal way. But again, if I add to this list, my new entry automatically pulls through over here into column I, and that automatically updates my data validation for me. For more quick tips and details of our training courses, just visit our YouTube channel or go to our website, happy.co.uk.